we know for a fact that Snoop Bands should have been there. He should have been the one that was right there at the door, like real live blocking. Because we know for a fact that Young Dolph brother Marcus Thornton, he wasn't a real hitter like Snoop Bands. You feel me? Y'all gotta really look at that, man. They put a bag on that man. Once they put that bag on Young Dolph, it was over with because only a few people knew his whereabouts. Everybody didn't know where Young Dolph was gonna be at.
Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what we got going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, today's video is dealing with you guys, or should I say the PRE ops, who happen to be Yo Gotti, his brother Big Jook, and Blac Youngsta. So right now, the feds disclosed Blac Youngsta documents that he sold Yo Gotti brother Big Jook black Bentley that was used in Young Dolph's setup at the cookie shop. Yeah, man, y'all heard me right. The same black Bentley that the people seen pull up to the back of Makedas. Yeah, man, the feds got the documents, and it's going down. See, the thing is, right, the reason why they couldn't get this information because y'all gotta understand, Yo Gotti and his brother Big Jook and even Blac Youngsta, they all have family that work on the department. So dealing with that, they was gonna make sure that certain information didn't get out. You understand? So it's not only just the Heavy Camp / CMG affiliates that was in on it, man, it's a whole bunch of people that was paid off to make sure Young Dolph was set up, man. Because in order to get Young Dolph there, a whole lot of people had to get paid off. To watch Young Dolph move, to automatically know what's his next move gonna be, you gotta be watching it, you feel me? And again, that take time, money, and effort. And it's messed up because so much effort came from Yo Gotti brother Big Jook, Blac Youngsta, and everybody else who wanted Young Dolph set up instead of doing something beneficial for the city of Memphis as a whole, man. There's no choosing sides. We're not choosing north over south or vice versa. What I've been trying to tell y'all before, man, there's a lot of undiscovered talent in Memphis as a whole. So Young Dolph, he was one of those guys that was trying to pull talent from every part of Memphis. And that's real talk, and everybody know it, man. I can't say the same thing for Yo Gotti because everybody know once Yo Gotti really took off in his rap career, he left Memphis behind, man. He started doing a whole bunch of stuff with Gucci Mane and a whole bunch of other artists from other coasts. He really wasn't messing with Memphis artists like that, man. And it's real. I mean, come on, man. What y'all want to throw in Snooty Wow? Everybody from Memphis that Yo Gotti had signed to him, he basically used those guys. And those guys was able to tell it. So yeah, man, let's get back to the story. So word in Memphis is the feds done got a tip that a 2021 black Bentley Balenciaga was spotted on the scene of Young Dolph's setup. A couple folks from Family Dollar say they witnessed a black new model SUV parked in the back of Makedas Monster Cookies off Airways. The folks in Memphis are also aware that Yo Gotti, his brother Big Jook, and Blac Youngsta all have family members that work on the department. Like I told y'all before, man, they've been knowing this for a long time. So again, when certain information won't come out, not even just the documents pertaining to a SUV being sold. We talking about all the camera footage from Family Dollar, from the gas station, from the laundromat. Come on, man, it's a whole parking lot. Not even that. There's a whole MPD traffic camera that they have yet to expose. Come on, man, because they know these cameras hold the real information pertaining to who really set up Young Dolph. And again, the people gonna see. Before we get into it, as always, let's first pay our respects and say rest in peace to Young Dolph, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Dolph land. And again, if they had exposed that MPD camera footage, come on, man, the people would have seen who was really behind setting up Young Dolph. They would have seen the black Bentley pull up first, them let somebody out, and actually the person that was let in, they was sitting in there waiting on Young Dolph to come in. So once Young Dolph and his brother pulled up, they got out the whip and walked right into Makedas. Come on, man, phone calls, the word was already being passed around that Young Dolph had made it to the location that everybody who wanted him set up, they needed him there at that specific time is what I'm getting at. And the people already know that Makedas Raven was the one that got Young Dolph there. I mean, come on, man, you got somebody like Young Dolph that's pulling up to your store, pulling up to your place of business, and none of y'all is there. Pam, Maurice, or Raven is not in the building. Come on, man. Any other time, they would have been there, waiting for Young Dolph to pull up. We talking about waiting outside of the door with their cameras once they get a call knowing that Young Dolph was coming in. Come on, man. But now on this day, when none of them there, Maurice he was in the back. He was in the back the whole time because he had to let in Govin, like I told y'all before, man. So again, going back, that's the reason why the family members that was on Young Dolph case, hey man, those guys got some desk duty jobs, and that's real. So basically what I'm saying is, ever since Yo Gotti, his brother Big Jook, and Blac Youngsta family members was all let off the case and was set to work on desk duty, that's the reason why now all this information is coming out. Because they can't do anything to stop it once feds get a hold of it, you feel me? So going back, that's the reason why certain information wouldn't come out and all the real camera footage being held under wrap. So that should let y'all know it's some real hands in the cookie jar into making sure that the people who actually set up Young Dolph is not in handcuffs. And that's real, man. So while at the same time Blac Youngsta is trying to defend his artist Lil Migo from getting his chain snatched by the paper route affiliate who goes by CEO Jizzle. Because fam, CEO Jizzle, he posted a pic on social media of him holding Lil Migo 100K chain. Then he gave the 100K chain to paper route artist Kenny Money for all the laughs and the giggles. I ain't think it was cool like I told y'all before. The reason being because they really just actually confessed to a felony robbery on camera. And what I'm saying is, Young Dolph, he wouldn't approve of them engaging in no type of criminal activity. And we all know this. I even got some people that was in my comments saying, hey man, if those guys want to rob the CMG and Heavy Camp guys, let them do it. No man, that's not the way you win with success. You win with success by constantly working on your craft. You understand? Like I told y'all before, man, the work speaks for itself. You understand? So basically, if you not working and all your mind is on is trying to rob somebody and get over on somebody, then how far you think you gonna go? And that's real, man. So dealing with that, that's the reason why Heavy Camp hasn't really went anywhere. Heavy Camp only signed one artist, really, and that's Lil Migo. And the only reason why Lil Migo was signed to Heavy Camp because Lil Migo uncle is an OG in Memphis. He got the connects, he got the plugs. That's the reason why Yo Gotti had told Blac Youngsta to put Lil Migo under his camp, you understand? Because of that OG affiliation that Lil Migo uncle has in the hood. We seen it from the 2017 incident, dealing with when they allegedly sent shells at Young Dolph. And then dealing with when Blac Youngsta got a couple bloods to pull up to Castay. And not only that, when Blac Youngsta decided to go to Young Dolph gravesite, dance all on it, and release bodily fluids all on Young Dolph gravesite. Man, folks let y'all know before, a lot of folks in Memphis, they thought that was very disrespectful. They knew that Blac Youngsta was going overboard with all that extra activity, man. So again, that's the reason why Blac Youngsta was able to get away with all that. Because him, Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti brother Big Jook, they all have family members on the department, man. But like folks stated to y'all, man, those family members on the department, they not part of Young Dolph case no more, man. They got thrown off. Hey, folks already let y'all know. Grove Hero put it out there for y'all. Once Grove Hero put it out there for everybody that basically knew already who had their hands in the cookie jar, now when Grove Hero stated it, it became true. It became real because he was one of the people that was involved in both sides. Because it was never Young Dolph that told him, don't work with CMG if you work with Paper Route. That was Big Jook. Grove Hero said that Big Jook had told him, hey man, if you work with CMG, you can't work with PRE. He like, hey man, folks, Young Dolph ain't never told me that. That Young Dolph would never stop his money based on the beef that he has with somebody. But that's what Big Jook wanted to do. Because like folks told y'all before, man, Young Dolph diss songs towards Big Jook, it made Big Jook lose a lot of street credibility. And that's something that even Govin knew. So that's why Govin had no problem with hopping out the whip, going into Makedas through the back door, and putting a couple shells into Young Dolph, 22 to be exact. Come on, man. Y'all know what 22 stands for. I'ma just say Big 5. See, a lot of people thought that 22 shells had something to do with Young Dolph not signing the $22 million contract. Hey, man, I'ma just say 22 really stands for V. So to me, what I'm basically saying is they put 22 shells in Young Dolph to send a message that these came from the VLs. I told y'all, man, I'm not promoting no paper route artists to commit no crimes on camera. That's just backwards, man. So if Blac Youngsta and all his affiliates want to play that game, you let them do that, you understand? Because them people, they closing in on his alleged involvement in Young Dolph's setup right now as we speak. So at the same time, while Blac Youngsta is worried about the image of his Heavy Camp artist Lil Migo, The feds is collecting documents to bring Yo Gotti, his brother Big Jook, and their guard dog Blac Youngsta are all going down for their alleged involvement in Paper Route Frank's untimely demise. Yeah, man, with Yo Gotti and his brother Big Jook, family being off Young Dolph case, now y'all seeing more information will come out. Hey, but we got more in store. As always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.
Like, y'all gotta really look at that. In the car that Young Dolph was in, only a few people knew that him and his brother was the only ones gonna be in there. Once Young Dolph was at that gas station, he knew for a fact that somebody was following him. He knew for a fact that something was off. Who's to say that Makedas did this, did that? Don't nobody really know for a fact if Makeda Raven was there or not. Like, a lot of people got their own speculations on what occurred at the situation in the scene. But when the feds come, they don't play. And when the DA real live roll them indictments out that they did, y'all gotta understand, they got scared when they saw them Rico indictments. All they kept saying was, dang, man, they got us now. The prosecutors ain't gonna play because they know for a fact that it's times like where people was paid in like Charlotte. If you really look back at it, Blac Youngsta was charged, but then he was acquitted for all charges. I want y'all to really look at what's going on, man. And then when they look back at the California incident, all they kept saying was they missed with 100 shots. So this goes to show that Young Dolph wasn't lying when he made that song. So I want y'all to really look at this, man. These people tried to take that man out. He had multiple attempts on him. They kept saying that they kept trying to get him back to back. If they got him, everybody know for a fact that they would have instantly sent him up right then and there, either in Charlotte or they would have sent him up in Cali. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man. All the man was doing was shopping. Young Dolph had people with him, but the people was with him, they told him, hey, man, hey, who's that car study pulling up? But you got to understand, when you in the same city as the person who's supposedly your op, it gives all the feds all rights to real life tag you to it because you were the one in the vicinity when all this went down. They looked at it like, hold on, why did Key Glock even really sit right there and wanted to real live collect the evidence for what happened to Young Dolph? You saw everybody walking around. They instantly tried to take Young Dolph's jewelry, and they said that the watch disappeared. They said that. Ain't no telling how true that is. I want y'all to really look at that, man, because anybody know that special agents, when they receive a tip on everything that's going on, they instantly, unreportedly, anonymously get them people who they need. Like, I want y'all to understand, man, and the reason why they do it that way is because it's always somebody in your camp who working for them people. And they said that OG Bang Wayne was the main one who connected Blac Youngsta with Young Dolph Makedas. I want y'all to really look at that because OG Bang Wayne, he took the PRE chain and he instantly, he got it tested. Hold on, this fugazi, folks. Like, at the end of the day, you already know that they got the fingerprints that they needed from everybody who was there at that store, who walked inside of Makedas, who came out of Makedas. They dusted the whole place. So I want everybody to really look at that and take heed to that because the feds, they did their job. They realized did their job, and people wanted justice for Dolph. Everybody want justice for Dolph. R.P. Dolph, man. Because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that it's too many people who sit back and take it for granted. You got to look at this, man, and be like, hold on. Now I can't even go to the cookie shop. I'm finna stay in the house. If they knew that it was only $40K, how much did Straight Drop get paid? You feel me? At the end of the day, we know for a fact the streets be talking, and the streets talking now. Everybody know that. Who telling? Somebody telling, because Straight Drop knew for a fact that wasn't a lot of money that was split around through all them guys. 40K wasn't enough. It was too many people that got paid under the table, and it wasn't broadcasted like how the 40K was broadcasted. So it was people who got 2,000. It was people who got 3,000 just to be the lookout. It was people who got like. It was like a couple people who got like the big lump sums. You feel me? It was a couple people got paid 1,500. So this goes to show that they was hurt. They was like, hold on, we did all this, man. What if our name come up in a Rico indictment? You know for a fact that if you really subtract the fact that 40,000 not enough from the equation, like a lot of people really sit back, like if they would have got paid 40K a piece, it would have been up. You see what I'm saying? People would have realized, took the charge. People would have realized, did what they did, man. So we got to understand this is a revolving door, and we got to open our eyes to the fact of what's really going on, because there's too many people who sit back and look at it like, hold on, they playing games, man. They realize putting themselves on the line, man. You can't put yourself on the forefront and can't take the charge. If you play that game, man, you got to realize, go head in. That's why they say they was cutthroat when they realized split that money up, boy. So I want y'all to really look at this, man. It was a lot of people got sent up behind this. If you know for a fact that Yo Gotti was real live wrong, like for putting the 40K out there, because it all came back to him, you have to let me know, because in the comment section, it has to be people saying like what they really think. And from what his cousin saying, his cousin didn't like the fact that Yo Gotti was the one who got brought up in all this. So it goes to show like, hold on, Yo Gotti, he said that he knew what he was doing, man, and he didn't think that they was gonna come back on him, because he wasn't the one at Makedas at the time, but he was at his OG shop, like the restaurant. Y'all gotta understand, when they went to the restaurant, they knew that Blac Youngsta and them ran in there. Like, I want y'all to really look at that. And they went and questioned Blac Youngsta, and Blac Youngsta said he wasn't at Makedas. Like, y'all got to really look at that. They went right to Blac Youngsta because they had suspicion, and they really got a tip that Blac Youngsta had something to do with this. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because if we understand that this is a revolving door and we can open our eyes to the fact of what's really going on, he didn't want to talk unless it was about money. So once the conversation veer off to something else that ain't got nothing to do with basically getting a profit off of something, like he gonna change the subject and get up out of there. Moneybag Yo became a target as soon as he signed Finesse2Tymes. They gave him that back end. Once you really pay attention to it, they looking like, hold on, that came out of that 40K. Like, you gotta understand, Finesse2Tymes, he took the BGE chain. He say like, man, I can't even do it like that, man. Like, I got it with a MobTies and a clan chain. Like, y'all got to really look at that, man, because this is something that he stood for. He realized, looked at it like, man, Moneybag, you a target, man. And you know we was already beefing, so you got to realize, keep your distance. You can be around me every now and then, but you can't come around thinking that it's all cool when we already know that, like, everything that happened. And all Finesse2Tymes kept trying to say, he trying to whisper to his homie and tell him like, man, I know what Moneybag did to Young Dolph. This what goes to show, like, people looking at it like, I knew Finesse2Tymes knew that Moneybag Yo set Young Dolph up, and Moneybag Yo didn't want Finesse2Tymes to real live even get cool with Young Dolph, because they knew for a fact that if Finesse2Tymes would have got cool with Young Dolph, it would have made it to where Finesse2Tymes instantly started being cool with Key Glock. And you know for a fact that Moneybag Yo and Blac Youngsta not cool with Key Glock no more. So we know for a fact that Snoop Bands, he opened his mouth and said, Finesse2Tymes, I rock with you harder than anything, but we all know what happened to Dolph. We already know everybody that played a role in this, what went on. And we know for a fact that Makedas set that, and they knew they could have locked them doors before dude and them even ran in there, because they said dude opened the door. He put the blick inside the window. Once he put the blick inside the window, he instantly started blowing with his arm in there. His wrist was like It was halfway up his wrist, like almost to the elbow, when he stuck his arm in Makedas and started blowing. Then he instantly went outside and started blowing. Like, y'all gotta really look at this, because from what the Fed's saying, this could be something that could really get them booked right here. And I know for a fact that CMG head, like the head of the whole CMG, they know that, dang man, Yo Gotti, he did what he did, but we gonna bond him out. Y'all gotta understand, person could get bond out on a Rico if they give you a bond. So we know for a fact that Yo Gotti got enough bread to be able to do what he gotta do. But Blac Youngsta, he ain't gonna bond Moneybag Yo out if Moneybag Yo get booked for the Rico. We know for a fact that he gonna care about himself, and he's going to literally have somebody to go up there and pay for him to get bonded out. Once they put Yo Gotti in the back of that police car, we already knew it was over with, because when the feds come, they got the evidence they need. They not finna waste no money like the state do. Y'all gotta really look at this, and it's sad that when you get the bag, most people don't move out the hood. Most people don't want to move out the hood because a lot of their families still be in the hood. That's why Makita sat back and said, like, yeah, Dolph was our family. How y'all gonna say he our family and then switch it up and say that, oh, he was just somebody who came to the store? One thing I do know is everybody need to throw them RP Dolphs in the comment section if you're new to the channel. Everything that happened in this case is all being brought to the forefront. Everything been brought to the light now. And everybody thought that the FBI and the MPD, they weren't going to jump on top of it. But when the feds come, they come. They build up all the evidence they need. They got all them people locked up for hitting up Young Dolph. I want y'all to really look at this man and really pay attention to the fact that Yo Gotti, he thought he got away with it. And we know for a fact, hey, hit the like button if you rockin' with PRE. Throw the PREs in the comment section. If you rockin' with Young Dolph, throw them Dolphins in the chat. And if you rockin' with Yo Gotti, man, let me know about it, man. I want y'all to really give y'all opinion on how y'all feel about what the feds just brought to the forefront. The feds said that CEO Daddy-O appointed straight drop middleman. You feel me? Like, to go after PRE artists, Young Dolph. Like, this sad, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that the FBI escorted all them people up in the county. You feel me? They realized sitting in jail, like, they trying to come up with like, they trying to see who gonna be the first to fold. Y'all already know, pressure bust pipes. People can't sit back and really put their finger on everything that's going on, but you can really look at this and open your eyes to the fact that this is a revolving door, and in all actual reality, Dolph ain't deserve that. And we know for a fact that everything was orchestrated, and Big Moochie Grape, he sat back there and looked at it like, hold on, I'm not finna go down for this. And from what Blac Youngsta said, he said Big Moochie Grape, he told on everybody. Y'all gotta really look at this. And when you work for the ops, in real life come back on you. And we already know for a fact that there's some people don't believe the fact that they did that to Young Dolph. We've been saying this since the beginning. I want y'all to really look at this, because Young Dolph didn't think that this was gonna come down on him as it did. Like, however, in all other words, you feel me, we know for a fact that Yo Gotti, he gonna end up really doing at least 40. The truth is out now. Big Moochie Grape, AB shooters, like, real life, they met with CEO Daddy-O. Like, it goes to show that Govan, he got the 40K from Yo Gotti homie. Yo Gotti homie was the one that gave him the money. So I want y'all to know that ain't nobody finna sit there and put none on Moneybag Yo, because they was shocked when the feds even mentioned Moneybag Yo name. Blac Youngsta, he had this look on his face like, dang, they found out. Like, y'all gotta understand, the prosecutors, they sent back looking at it like, hold on. They was mocking Young Dolph. They went to his gravesite. You feel me? They went to the tombstone instantly. Did what they did. Like, real talk. Y'all know for a fact that Blac Youngsta went by himself when they did that. So all the karma that came back on them when Buddy ran up on Blac Youngsta, y'all gotta look at it. Finesse2Tymes, he really don't like Blac Youngsta still to this day, because when he was in tour with Moneybagg Yo, when all that was going on, Jay Prince Jr. told Blac Youngsta, like, man, y'all gonna have to keep it cool, man, and you gonna have to be the mediator. You gonna have to be the one who real live, not let them, like, real live, like, send it up. Like, I want y'all to really look at this, man. And Young Dolph brother Marcus Thornton, he sat back and said that they appeared in court doing straight drop and Cornelius Smith Makedas. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man, because Finesse2Tymes, he like feeling like they gonna turn on him. Like, you gotta really look at this. Mia J, she finalized the sale of documents for CEO Daddy O, owner of Young Dolph cars. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man. Once they did that, we already knew what it was. So, by the fact of Young Dolph even, like, real life getting that mural, do you know how many people went up to that mural in real life? They tried to really shut it down from Makedas, man. Y'all gotta look at the fact that Blac Youngsta had the backdoor key. We gotta understand and open our eyes and realize what's really going on. Blac Youngsta had his people already set up. Like, y'all gotta really look at that, man, because